you're at this place that they've taken you, the second location, and now you're starting to come conscious. Tell us what happened then.
Well, I was just conscious then for a flicker. The next thing I remembered, I was lying on a cement floor, and I could hear this rustling sound. It was like of big plastic sheets. I guess it was some kind of construction site or something. No one was there. And the men were there, no one else besides them. And I started, for some unknown reason, I started talking. I was talking about my little brother had been having problems in school. It wasn't premeditated talking. I just was saying, he's so smart. And I know if he'd apply himself, he's comes up with inventions all the time. He's just so, and they kept asking me to shut up. And finally, but I wouldn't. I don't know why. I don't know what drove me to talk. It was just like I couldn't control myself. I don't know if it was the drugs or whatever, but I kept talking, and they started beating me, kicking me, the two of them. And finally I stopped and became silent and just laid there and pretended to be dead. I mean, they each had their way with me, and the only way I could cope was I just looked away and pretended it wasn't happening. I craned my head as far as I could off to the side. And when I did, I saw there was this little shimmering spark of light that was on the wall, and I thought, if I stare at that with all my might, I'll become it. I'm not this scrap heap of a girl being torn to shreds. I'm just this little shimmering spark of light that will fly away whenever I want. And just ignoring it was happening was how I survived. I mean, I wasn't thinking about surviving. I was thinking, this is incredibly naive, but I was thinking, when are we going to take the photos? That was what I did to cope.
Yeah, you hang on to something, you find something that's forward thinking, so you can come out of this. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. You create so you can look towards something, because if you don't, and you're just here, you described it as having demonic animals on top of you. They were that brutal with you at the time.
Yes, and I just kept looking away. They would leave, then leave me alone, and it got cold, very cold a couple times. I guess it was night. It was just, they would bring me something to drink once in a while. At a certain point, I was lying in my own urine. For whatever reason, they said, go clean yourself up. And there was a pipe coming out of the wall. I mean, not fixed or
no
finished.
Faucet, just an open pipe.
And I saw some sandpaper, and I used it and scrubbed myself. And then one of them cut my hair. Like 5 inches of hair, just chopped it off. And then put me in a car, and I was like, oh, a Mercedes-Benz, wow. I was so naive. I mean, we had a pickup, And then we drive back down to town, and we get to this place, this grassy area, and he just kind of pushes me out, and I kind of fall to the ground, and I just lay there like I'm gonna play dead. And he says, darling. And I look, and he snaps my photo. That was the photos.
So they finally took your picture?
Yeah. I waited until the car was gone, looked around, and I got up and ran for my life.